cuddle.
Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? We are chilling tonight.
Yeah, we are.
Straight chilling.
Me and Chanel about to cuddle in a minute. I know. You got nice shoulders.
We've been cuddling for at least the past 45 minutes. Yes. So we're just going to give people the opportunity to come on in the room. Come on in the room. Yeah. Have we done that before? I think so.
We're getting better, though. We're getting better.
Yeah, we're even harmonizing now.
Coordinating with our vocals.
Yes. So we are simply, like I said, giving people an opportunity to just come on in the room.
Welcome, everyone.
Invite your friends, your family, especially the ladies in the house, because we are talking about the Superwoman tonight.
Yeah, we are.
So,
I go ahead and take my cape off real quick.
So let me share this
real quick. Hello, everyone.
Who do we have? Who do we have out there? Let's see. Share on a page. I'm in my own time.
So while she's sharing pages and everything, did you guys hear about the whole United Airlines fiasco today? I don't really watch the news with the people or in the morning or ever, and I found out at work that somebody done got drugged down the aisle.
See,
like this. Like he was playing in spirit.
It's so not funny. It's so not funny.
His belly was out and everything on the airline. And so for me, like I was trying to think if I was there. They say, all right, we're going to offer you a free plane ticket and $500. I was like, let me see, what bill can I pay with that? I'll go.
It's so sad.
And then I guess when they selected the 4 people, like that was kind of a little weird to me to select 4 whole people randomly and just assume that they'd be okay with it. I'm gonna need you to offer me a free plane ticket. And
but didn't they offer them something? Or no?
They offered them a free plane ticket. But it got up to, the last bid was like $1,000. So they offered.
So my thing is, was this cash or
it was cash?
Oh, okay.
It was cash.
I want to travel about you. I want my money.
Right? Can I have some dollars? Because you know I gotta pay some bills. Or buy me some shoes. Because who don't have flats for spring? That would be me. Anyway, that's a side note.
That's ridiculous.
Anyway,
I don't like. Well, I need some sandals.
But what do you guys think about that? How do you guys feel about the whole United Airlines? Do you all think that they was out of order from dragging a man down?
First of all, there should be no one that responds that says that they were not out of order.
If you don't think
I'm just saying, if you don't think that was out of order, then we need to have a conversation.
Sean said $500 in a hotel room. So I'm gonna need
is this cash though? Like that's what I'm not hearing.
I thought it was
is this a cash money or a travel voucher? Because if it's a travel voucher, I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want a travel voucher. I'm gonna need some dollars.
Where's my money?
I just thought it was ridiculous.
I thought it was
ridiculous.
I'm not even gonna lie, because it's like people with our skin, because we go through so much, right? So now it's somebody else. Now everybody's like, oh my God. Okay,
Lord.
I don't know. I felt bad for the man. He wasn't even really playing in the spirit. It'd be different if he fell out.
He was like
this, being drunk, and
didn't they bust his lip too?
Yes. So he hit his mouth on like the bottom of one of the chairs. And
lawsuit?
I just felt like that was a bit much. Like they didn't have to go through all of that to.
They didn't.
So like
they have like fought or something, or I don't know.
I probably would have kicked someone in their
Well, they had his hands. They had both hands.
I got my feet though.
Okay, but can I tell y'all this though? I can't remember whose post it was, and then we're gonna get to the Superwoman. But I can't remember whose post it was this week, and one of their friends literally said, "Yeah, this happened to me 10 years ago."
What?
I was like, "Excuse me."
They drug you in it.
So apparently the lady was out of the country, and I believe it was her grandparent or her parent was dying at the time, and they needed people. It's just the buttons. They needed people to deboard or what's it called, deplane.
Yeah,
like get off the plane, and so they chose her husband, and he was like no, and so they basically forced him off the plane. And he never got to say goodbye to her relatives. I was like, and they said they really didn't offer much at all. It was kind of like, here's.
So my thing is, when you're booking, you don't know that flights are overbooked.
But it's true. But if you are literally planning your vacation,
right.
what if it's like your son getting married? Like, they don't care.
They don't. Obviously.
And obviously don't care. I mean, that person.
I'm gonna need them to give me a private plane or something so I can get to where I gotta go.
And then somebody else said, Louisville. They were only
going
going to Louisville.
I think that's why he didn't want to leave, because he had to go to work. So
they were only going to Louisville. They needed to put 4 employees on. They could have driven. They could have rented them a car, and they could have driven to Louisville. Louisville is not that far. I've done it.
4 pilots were like needing to be on that flight or whatever.
They can drive.
They can drive. Y'all can't get an Uber
anything.
for the people.
No,
they can just
charge
rent
it
a
to the
car.
company because they got money to be giving out thousands of dollars.
Yeah, whatever.
Y'all could.
I know.
Anyway, that just made us all the way mad. So this is Chanell. This is Chanell.
Hi, everybody.
We're so excited that
we'll call her Shay Shay.
Yeah. Did you get the opportunity to share the video to your page?
I did. So I did share it to my page so
okay,
everybody can see. Yeah. I know there's some people from California, so you guys might be getting off of work right now. So
we need to come hang with y'all.
Able to see it. So yeah.
So tell us about yourself, Chanell.
So, that is so weird because I'm just so humble person. So people be like, tell us about yourself. I be like, I'm just Chanell. Like, I need to, okay.
That's my daughter name.
So I am Chanell. I am originally from California.
Yeah.
I was born in Sacramento, then later moved to the Bay Area, Oakland. So I moved here about 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years in August to pursue my master's in social work. And just to see so many different things. I felt like California was, the walls were closing in. I just felt like I had hit the ceiling. Mm-hmm. So I left at 24. I got a lot of flack for it, but I'm glad that I did leave. So now I'm done with my master's. I am now a school social worker, which I absolutely love. That's like my dream job. I'm also starting things on for my own business and my own brand, which is kind of unique because I didn't realize it had so much entail in it. Like, I'm just a helper in my heart, and I'm like, okay, now I have to go do this. Mm-hmm. 501c3, this and that and that and that. So I'm really excited about that, though. So that's just Chanell. I love to dance, work out. I'm really low key. Like to have fun. I'm excited. Go to the Chris Brown concert, so I'm like so excited.
What is that? What is that?
I don't just got tickets last night.
I don't get to know about these.
People don't understand because when I was in high school, like Chris Brown just came out. This is before all his little extraness.
He just need the Lord.
And I was just like, Lord, make it a way where I get to meet him. I'll be like, Chris, can I pray for you? And like, we can get it together. Well,
only lay holy hands, Chanell.
Well, I don't like him. Well, I just remember like sitting at my grandmother's house, and like back then we had like the Right On magazines. Like the kids don't know nothing about that today. Sad. But watching the little running, we were like, Chris Brown, So I'm about to be like a whole 16-year-old all over again on April 29th and be like,
That's exciting. That's how I was when I saw 112.
Really?
Oh my gosh. If y'all knew me back when I was in high school, I literally thought I was going to marry them. Marry one of them.
I'm like, all of them?
No.
Right, I'm like, which one?
Duran or Q. But I like literally.
I don't know any of the people's names.
Yeah, see,
I was
MJ. She was a little churchy back then.
A little bit.
She was a PK kid.
I was told, but girl, I was behind the scenes.
Let's talk about that. Let's break that bondage right on up.
Girl, I was sheltered too when I got in college. It was like
things happen. I know.
Yes, but God brought me on back because they train up a child. I'm like really the prodigal princess, like the prodigal daughter, because when I turned 17, went to college, it was like, break the chains. I grew up strictly apostolic Pentecostal church. So it was no makeup, no this, no that. No pants and earrings, nothing. Like, I had to have a skirt in the car. I remember the first time wearing pants to church at 18. I was just like, oh my God, I love it now. So I was
you had that freedom.
Yes. So I didn't have freedom in growing up though, but a typical kid, I kind of did behind the scenes, things like that. Parents kept me to throw it away. I had a whole nother wardrobe, like I would put in my backpack and like go to school and change.
I was so afraid that my mother would just appear.
Oh, my mom did appear a lot. My mom appeared a lot. Like she went to prom with us. That was like an exception. We couldn't go to dances. We couldn't do nothing. Like my life was so sheltered. We didn't go to Great America.
No, we did go to Great America, but only with skirts on. Even if they let us go to Fright Fest, even though that's for the devil, whatever.
Girl, I never trick or treated in my life. I don't think
they let us go to Fright Fest on a church bus with our church skirts on and our K-Swiss and socks. Get your life together.
Oh yeah. Oh, how about being at the pool in like 100 degrees with a big t-shirt on?
Oh yeah.
But she don't want nobody to see your body.
2X. All the girls had 2X.
that's my life.
And
grateful.
swim shoes. Because you can't show your feet, because that's for the devil too.
Oh, girl, anything showing your safety was enticing. The spirit of lust.
You'll show.
Anywho, I did not grow up like this, but that's okay.
Mommy, I love you, because you'll probably like this later. I love you, though. You raised a very young, great young girl.
You did. You
Okay,
did.
yeah,
I'm talking to you like you did. You did. You did. You
So,
did.
yeah.
So tell us about your organization.
So I just started an organization. God actually gave me a vision, and I'm actually walking on it, which I'm very grateful about. But since about the age of 20, I have been working in the field of social work, health sciences, and God was just bringing me young women, in which it was great because a lot of things I experienced, I was able to help them out. So as growing as a mentor and working with different mentoring groups and in my field, I realized we were missing one thing. We were helping our girls, become ladies in the workforce, but we were not addressing the trauma that our girls face. We weren't addressing the issues that I have. So God gave me the vision of saving our girls, which is just, it says a life guided is a life saved. So now we're addressing the mental health and the emotional issues that our girls face to help them be better. Because we look at statistics, sadly, African Americans are now up number 1 in kids committing suicide.
Yeah.
More our kids are experiencing depression and things like that. And because, just pray about it, or no, that's a whole nother topic. The stigma. It's like our kids, like myself, because this is kind of my story too. We're struggling behind the scenes. We're struggling behind closed doors. So saving our girls is going out there to address our girls and give them a platform that can be able to say how they're feeling and point them to resources to help address. Because hurt girls become hurt women.
Hey, Sarah. I love it.
Yeah. So that is saving our girls.
I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's such a faith walk, but it's good. I'm excited.
What's your favorite part about finally being in this season?
In this season, I think my favorite part is the freedom. Because we talk about bondage and then Superwoman, things like that. I was bound by people's opinion about, oh God, I don't have enough money. How can I do this? Or I'm not good enough. Or just I didn't want to compare myself. But to get past that and be able to be like, I don't care. I'm just going to do what God has for me. It's amazing to me. I don't care what you think. I don't care about this. I don't care about that. I want to save our girls. So I think that's amazing. For even myself, I was like, oh my God, who's this person? Because even as I'm doing this for them, I'm growing.
Right.
So yeah, that's a great thing.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So getting to this point, can you say that you've always had it together?
Absolutely not. I've always had the mask going like I had it together. I could always step out the door. Oh, we can fake very well. That's the thing about being in church.
Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah. How are you doing? Blessed and highly favored. I can have the face together. I can walk around God. God is good. Isn't He wonderful? Didn't He do it for you?
Won't He do it?
I have that. But behind closed doors, absolutely not. I would shut the door or come home and want to scream or cry. Or there would be times that I'd be like, hi, I'm fine. And wanting them, willing them, just can you see my eyes? It was so funny because I had a minister actually tell me, she was like, I can see in your eyes
that everything's
not good.
Yep.
Still praise the Lord. And
I still remember back in college, let me actually just say this. Okay, so people will ask you all the time, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I remember back in college, this guy named Corey, he was like, hey, Leslie, how you doing? I was like, I'm fine. He was like, no, for real. How are you really doing?
Right.
And I stopped in my tracks and I was like, how am I really doing?
Right.
And so when people ask me that, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm good. I'm
those are favorite words, right?
But in my mind, I'm literally reciting everything that's going on in my life. And it's like, I really just want to tell you, but I can't tell you because I don't know you like that and I can't trust you.
Right.
But
no,
that's a whole other show too.
It made me laugh because it reminds me, I think I told Leslie about this months ago. Poor lady at Walgreens. I was having a horrible day, okay? And it's her job to say, hey, how's your day going? Poor lady. I was like, tears, straight, snot. And I was like, I'm having a really bad day. And she was like,
I'm sorry.
When she was like, think. Scanning my stuff because she didn't know
what to do.
How
to react.
But even even though she was a stranger, I think that's true for people, period. Even people who are close to you. They ask that question because it's a normal thing to ask. But do they really want to know?
Do they really want to know?
Can they handle knowing that you're going through a hard time?
Yep.
Especially if you're a PK or a happy person. Girl, bye.
Not funny.
Facts. I always think about that. Like, I'm fine, I'm good. Like, those are the biggest lies that we all tell. We all say, oh, I'm not a liar, things like that. But those the same words we always say, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. And 90% of the time, we are not.
Yeah.
But,
so let's talk about those times when you were not fine.
Absolutely.
During this journey to where you are right now. Right. And you can even talk, if you want to talk to us about now, that's fine too. But you can talk to us about like your journey to like getting to this point and those times that you weren't fine. Like what made you not fine? Was it the busyness? Was it something that was mental? Was it just your life experiences? What was that? What did it encompass, basically?
Oh, absolutely. For me, I would think just starting maybe as a young girl, because my story is, you know, even though we were born and raised in church, there were things that occurred in our household that still wasn't good. So I grew up with low self-esteem, low self-worth, and things like that. But we cover and we mask, and we don't deal with those issues. And then when you're in a home that has a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting, a lot of things like that, and then you step out the door, I learned to hide it well, because that's what we did. So getting into college, I think, started to open the door because I was out of a comfort zone. I was 17, I just turned 18 maybe in October because my birthday's late, and now there's a whole plethora of things around me. But I'm still sensing like some things are not right mentally and things like that. But because I was the girl that played for sports in high school, involved in everything as a child, it just kind of continued and manifest. That's why I said hurt girls become hurt young women.
Yeah.
So, and I was able to play the role well, but still knowing like something isn't right. But I couldn't really put my hands on it. So it wasn't until I moved to Chicago at 24 and I went through like a bad, I wouldn't even call it a relationship, a situationship. I remember
situationship. How many of y'all have had a situationship?
I was about to ask that question too. How many of y'all have
Raise your hand. I've had a situationship.
And it wasn't until I had a breakdown at church in the middle of a parking lot. It was pouring down raining. And I remember just running out to church and sitting in the middle of this dirty parking lot in my full clothes and pouring down rain and just rocking. And that was when I felt like I was losing my mind. That's when I was like, something's wrong.
Yeah.
And then I was able to start speaking out more about it. So just small instances like that. Another time, I was talking to my mom, just crying outside. She was like, what is wrong with you? And nothing really wasn't wrong, but it was emotional. And getting to Chicago, it completely took me out my comfort zone. So I had to deal with issues that I had just been covering for years and years. The low self-worth, low self-esteem, the father issues, the mental issues, the abuse, things like that. And it all started just to come up. And I remember I had a job. And it's so funny to this day. She told me, you can't come in here bleeding on the girls. So I was still trying to work, but I'm bleeding because I'm broken.
Wow, I need to write.
That's deep. I'm like, that needs to be written down. Can somebody comment that in the comments? I'm really serious.
Right, so we can.
So we can keep that. Don't bleed. Don't come in here bleeding on the girls.
Yes, because I was working. I've been working with young women for a while. I was a facilitator. I was a program facilitator, workshop, and like I said, I can do my job very well. Wow. But at this time, it was starting to manifest on me. It was no longer hiding. I was trying to hide it, but you can just definitely see it. So I just started to slowly break down, and then that caused me to get help. And then last year,
when you say help,
yes,
I'm sorry.
Saying,
what does help
mean? So I
mean?
was in counseling. Like I'm a social worker, and I believe in therapy. I believe wholeheartedly in counseling. I happened to be at church 2013 and saw a counseling ministry, first I've ever seen in a church ever in my 25 years, and I started going to counseling. And
was your counselor in the church or outside?
So this is a church counselor, and I absolutely hated her. I did not like her because she made me deal with the stuff that I didn't want to deal with.
I was like, oh no.
Oh, not like that. She'll ask me like, who put the bricks around your heart? Why are you asking me this? Wow. Oh, you can't get out of it. So I had to dig back from stuff that
that deeply rooted stuff.
that hurt.
Yeah.
But it was a blessing. It was such a blessing.
Was it easy for you though to kind of, I guess you just said that it was hard, but like the first time that you went to therapy, like that feeling of being there and realizing that you're about to tell this person your business, what was your feeling and what was your thought process during that whole time, like that you want to give this information because you knew that it would help you, or were you kind of hesitant?
I was hesitant the very first couple, because number one, we had that thing, I don't know you. Like, why am I telling you my business?
Yeah.
Because I grew up, what happens in your home
stays in your home.
So
I think we had a sign before we left the house. No, I'm serious.
That says that?
Are you serious?
Not anymore, but
Right.
We had a sign.
Pastor Morris, was that sign up? Sorry.
At our church, we had a sign that said, "Know your place, be in your place, and stay in your place." So similar.
So that's what we grew up on, right?
Yeah.
The stigma. You're crazy. Mental health means like you have to be in the middle of the street naked. You know, that's the stigma we have, and it's absolutely not. But I said that, I was just like, okay, I know I need to be here, but what makes me trust you? How I know you're not gonna look at me different? How I know you're not gonna judge me? How I know you're not just gonna tell everybody what I told you? You know, I'm living in secrecy, but God began to work, because as I reveal, He begins to heal. And
all right, is anyone writing?
Y'all need to write that down. As you reveal, I begin.
Yeah, don't be bleeding on the people. It shouldn't say it like that. Don't bleed on the people.
There was another
and
one.
as you reveal, you begin to heal. There was a third one.
There was one in between those two. I don't remember.
Man, oh wow!
I gotta go back and listen myself now.
We're gonna have to. Are you guys taking
love
notes?
y'all.
I hope somebody's taking notes. Anywho, so let me ask you another question. So you went through all that, right? So what if someone's like, okay, first of all, actually, before I even ask you that, what do you think is the true definition of a superwoman? Like, what do people, I shouldn't even say you, what do you think the world or the United States, how do you think we on the outside view
when
a
we go
superwoman?
into Superwoman, we go back into the slavery days. The women
Oh, you going way back.
She went back
I was just thinking about somebody
I was
with
thinking
a
like Wonder Woman.
You know what? I think of my mom and my
Yeah.
big mama and their mother, and you know, raising the children and running a household and you know, doing all those things. Those are the superwomen to me.
Yeah.
Like when I really look at it, like I think of my mom like an amazing woman. My grandmother, her mother, my great grandmother, someone that lived to be like 100 years old that had like 13 kids and still think that to me is the superwoman. But I think the world sees this just, you know, this woman, this S on her chest. She comes in and saves the world. She does everything. That's the superwoman.
Yes,
she does everything. She has multi roles. She can be the mom, the wife, the businesswoman, and she has this pretty girl with a little S on her chest, and
she's always smiling. And
always
nothing ever happens. Everything.
She comes in and says today, like you know, earlier her baby dropped something, and like the superwoman swooped in. I got you. That's superwoman.
Yeah.
Now, how do you define the superwoman?
I define superwoman now. My definition has changed because I used to relish in the thought of being a superwoman, that I did everything until it almost dang near killed me, and I was like, not superwoman no more. Superwoman is the superwoman in her mind, her heart, and her spirit that has a heart to serve, but also knows how to say no. So my definition has definitely changed from last year.
Now, how did it almost kill you though?
I'm
sorry, I have all kind of questions.
so last Thanksgiving, I woke up really just nauseated and really, really sick. I thought maybe I ate something. This past Thanksgiving, last November. I thought it was like a bug. I was like, maybe I ate something the night before our church. I mean, I'm throwing up the whole day, taking Pepto-Bismol, you know, just really, really sick. Even after throwing up, I'm still sick. And I'm just like, I should just go to the doctor. So I ended up going to the doctor that Monday, and because I broke out in a rash. I was just scratching and stuff. And I was just like, is this allergic action? Like something's going on. That whole weekend I was really, really sick. So I went to the doctor Monday, and she just looked at me. She was just like, you have strep throat. I was like, strep throat. And I remember I had a sore throat like maybe 2-3 weeks before. But me, who I am, I get up, drink some, you know, echinacea, or drink some apple cider vinegar and keep it moving, right? But this strep throat has now gotten to my bloodstream and caused scarlet fever. So I had scarlet fever. And she was like,
my
and I'm
God.
still like, I have to be to work. I'm at the doctor at 8. I'm like, I have to be to work at 9. She was like, you're not going to work. Do you want to live where you can be in a hospital? So my scarlet fever my strep throat, turned into scarlet fever, which is why the nausea and throwing up. And I was thinking like, I have a stomach virus. She's like, no, you have strep throat. And I had a whole rash on my body, and I was like down for like 2 weeks after that. And after that,
holy Moses.
Right. And I realized like I had just been running. When I get sick, I don't take time. Like I was doing so much. So I had to go here and I had to do this and I had a meeting, I had school and I had work and I had church. And it slowed me down. I was just like, my life is not worth it. That scared me. It did.
Oh, I'm sure. That's like scarlet fever. You only hear it in like books.
That's what my mom was saying.
I've never heard it. I've never met anybody.
You don't hear this in the United States. And I was like, okay, Mom. But yeah, so when I had the initial sore throat, it was strep throat, and I should have went to the doctor. Then I did not go, and a couple weeks later, it had gotten into my bloodstream and manifest into something.
Oh my word!
So point number 1 is to
go to the doctor.
Go to the doctor. Yes, go to the doctor.
So
I'm not the one to talk, because I don't go to the doctor.
Yes, you do.
I just started going though.
Because I make her.
Because she makes No, I'm 100% serious. I was like, oh, I don't feel good. And she would call the doctor. No, I'm good. And she was like, all caps and a phone call. You need to go to the doctor.
And tell me what day you're going.
Yes. And then and that keeps me accountable because I had to tell her when I'm going and what the doctor said. And I couldn't make it up, but she'll check my calendar.
Girl, I could be on antibiotics. Then having a scratch, like you guys had maybe eczema rash, you kind of understand. But having
I have a gluten allergy. When I have a lot of gluten, I have rashes all over.
I was just like, I never again.
I'm so sorry, but I am grateful though that you had that life-saving moment of realizing that you can't
do everything.
And from that moment on, it's been slow down. Like if I can't do it, I don't want to do it.
So slow down.
Slow down.
Say no.
More.
Slow down. Say no. Don't bleed on the people. We got it right now.
This is everything that you said. This is all come out of your mouth.
Slow down. Yes, you can't be everywhere. And I used to feel guilty because like if I had like a birthday party, if I had an event, people come out to support. So if they had something, I would want to be there because I want to be like that person, like everybody. Because my stuff starts. So I was running all these birthday parties, these things. But running myself into the ground. And then, like I said, it had been that Superwoman complex had been since a young girl involved in so much. She's gone through undergrad, gone through grad school. If I'm interning, I'm working, involved in ministry. So now, getting to this place now, like I'll be 30 this year, and it's just things that I really want to do. And I'm getting to a place of happiness.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with being known. I believe those people are genuine in my life that will understand. That if I can't come, it's not because
I don't love you anyway.
I don't love you.
Right.
It's just like I can't come. And I slow down. I have no shame. Different stuff like I had to ask God, am I being productive or being busy? I was being real busy but not really productive. So in ministry, like, why do I have to serve this? And why do I have to do this? And why? And I'm saying yes. Not anymore. And I don't make any apologies for it.
I love it.
I am happy. Getting to a place of happy.
So what about those people that say, okay, I am in ministry. I'm gonna go to one step further with the church thing. So you're in ministry, right? And they're like, but we require this of you. So say for instance, you go to a church that may have 2, 3, 4, 5 different services, and they require you.
I
to
quit church. If that's gonna be the case, I ain't going. Sorry.
This is a spiritual show.
But
they're like, we need you to serve at 2 different services, or we need you to do this, you need to do that, or let's just say you have a family, you can't be there. What do you say to that lady out there that's like, but I have to be there?
Why? What is your why? What are you doing it for? Is it to honor God or to serve man?
Or to be seen.
Ooh.
Ask yourself
that's a whole nother
Ask yourself,
subject.
are you being busy? Are you being productive? Or are you allowing people to take advantage of you? Because if you do, people will do it.
Yeah.
Are you happy? Ask yourself. Especially if you are a wife or having other responsibilities. Why do you need to be in the choir, a dancer, working with the children, working with the teens, working with the Green Thumbs ministry? Why? Really ask yourself these questions. Why?
So you're saying like find that one thing.
Right.
That you've been
Find
called
what
to
you've
do.
been called to do. What is your gift? My gift is working with young kids. So I work with Identity Teen Ministry, and that's it. And that is all.
And at church, I listen to Pastor Hamstra.
And I do. I get the emails and I get the stuff. And to be honest, and I have to be honest, I had to check myself too. I'm like, God, this is rebellion. Because I had that spirit as well. Like, if I didn't want to do it, I wasn't doing it.
Yeah.
So
I think for me, in the beginning of my realization of no, I had a little bit of that rebellion. Just like, I'm not doing anything. Y'all get on my nerves. Like, no.
Right. And that's
Leave
how I
me
felt
alone.
because when I was sick, nobody really was there. So, on account, after I got better, I was like, F y'all. I don't really say the word. But I was just like, forget it. Like, I'm Chanell and I'm there. No, for real. I'm like, I was there for everybody, everything. And when I needed help, and when I think it was one person, I think Joy, I love her, who brought me dinner that day.
Dinner.
So Thanksgiving, I'm at home by myself.
Joy Johnson?
Yes.
Come bring us dinner, Joy.
My
you know where I
family
live, love. Come
My
on
family
over.
isn't here. My family is in California, and they are so petty. Because my auntie was like, "Oh, if you were here, we would take care of you."
Oh,
Like real petty. So I was in my feelings afterwards. Like, I do this for
and that's normal.
People. So I had to just pull back because I was girl. Chanell, can you pray for me? Can you do this? Can you do that? And my time of need, everybody was near. So after that, I was just like, I don't know it. And God really had to work on me with that.
With being heartbroken. Because it's heartbreaking.
Right.
When you feel like you're giving and you're giving and you're giving, but now you need someone to give to you.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, just kidding.
Just
you know,
kidding.
and so it's really church hurt. It's really being heartbroken from the lack of what you've been given out. So that's understandable. And I think God honors that. And he honors you being truthful too. Like you're saying, gee, like this sucks. Like I'm hurt. But, repenting in that too. Because
I definitely had to repent.
Repenting in that too.
Repent just my heart. Because being sick, there's just a lot of things that just came up during that time. You have to be careful. In downtime, the devil will come in. He came in, which is so.
I don't mind
it. Jesus is working right now. Because you just said, the devil will come in. And Ashley just said that's the pressure. Like the feeling of the need to actually, or the, in your mind that you need to do everything. Ashley says that's the pressure that the enemy put on women to be and do everything for everyone else. And then we find ourselves putting our time with the Lord.
Yep.
That's
last.
it. That's it. Come on, Ashley. Yeah.
Right? Ashley preaching.
That's because I was neglecting.
That's your cousin, Ashley.
I was neglecting. I was definitely neglecting myself. I was neglecting Chanell. I was not invested in Chanell. So that's why I love this time of my life, because I am doing things for me. I am investing in me, and it feels amazing.
Yeah.
And my prayer is, God, you send the people who need to be there. And you will tell. So now when things come up, because now that, with Seven Out Girls as a social worker and just being branded more, a lot of people are asking me things. I go to God first. Instead of, because, you want to take everything, like, I mean, a lady was like, can you be on my show? And I was just like, the old me is like, yes, I want to do this, get my face out there. And now I'm just like, let me pray about it first. God, lead and guide me first.
That's right.
And that's the big,
because every opportunity is not a God opportunity. And it's not directed towards your purpose or your calling.
So we're busying ourselves for what?
Yeah.
So now we're like, God, is this you? If it's not.
There's a follow-up question. You want to? Go.
Can you read it?
Okay.
I'm like,
so please, I apologize if I say your name correctly. Nefertiti says, what about when everything you are doing needs to be done, and not doing them leads to build up, so that you eventually have to address anyway? So, like, what happens?
That is hard, and that's
I have an answer to that.
I have
that's your big sister.
That's my big sister from Cali.
Hi, big sister.
Her house used to be that house. I don't think she ever knew, but I'll come over and just like spend nights, because her house used to be like my getaway, like just my safe place. Like I wouldn't tell anybody. I'd be like, come over and like.
So I'm
watch
coming
movies.
over.
So, yeah,
I'll be in
hi.
California in June. So can I sleep on your couch?
Great questions though, because she's a mommy too. She has
Yeah.
4 little ones, some high schoolers, working, single mom kind of. So you guys can be able to help
Delegate.
Let's be friends, Nefertiti. Look me up.
I was gonna say, from a mommy perspective, not just from a church perspective, but something that Leslie actually helped me with was delegating the things that need to be done, especially in the home. Like I've got 2 kids. They're 13 and 8, and I was like, okay, well, what? I did everything.
She did. It was too much.
And now I no longer do their laundry. Nope, sure do not. And I taught the big one how to put the bleach in the thing so he don't even splash and kill himself. Or get like bleach in his throat.
Not in his throat.
I was concerned he'd be like weird and like swallow it or something. But because whatever. And delegating things that need to be done, or making a schedule and a to-do list that is not all in the same day. I have a whiteboard at home in my kitchen, and so there's Sunday through everybody's to-dos on there, even my own, so that I won't feel like I have to do laundry, cook dinner, mop the floors, vacuum, email Leslie, remember to listen to the podcast, and like literally everything has a schedule to it. And so there are some things in our lives as women that need to get done, but they don't all need to be done in the same day at that point in time. So scheduling your life, literally down to remembering to paint your toenails. If that's what you have, that's what I have to do. I literally schedule my mania days. When people are like, oh, you want to hang out? Look at my calendar and it says your day. Sorry, I can't. You got something going on? Sure do. Me and my couch, and I'm about to watch TV and paint my toenails because they chipping from like 6 months ago. So, but whatever. Schedule your time. Delegate and schedule your time. That's what I have to say to that question.
I mean, I concur. I do. I mean, I look at my house and it looks rather, tidy down here. But if you go all the way up the upstairs, Lord have mercy. But my friend Kim, who surprised me a couple of weeks ago, she was like, Leslie, like you can't do everything at once. And so like, my room, it needs to be attacked. Like I need to go up there and clean it. But I'm like, you know what? I'll worry about it on Saturday. It's okay. It's okay. And like, I was like, I really need to do 2 more loads of laundry. I think I've done probably 7 or 8 today. This was actually on, I think, Sunday. And I was just like, it's okay. I can do it. I'll do it later. Like,
and learning to be okay with it's okay.
Yeah. Just learn.
And as women, that's really, really hard for us
because we're perfectionists.
We are perfectionists, and it'd be fine. we are perfectionists, and we really were born. I believe we were all born with the gift of multitasking as women, because God knew we was gonna have all these kids and have to work and have this mindset, and even if we don't have children, have things to do because it's just in our nature. But we beat ourselves up as superwomen with being okay with it's okay to not do something. I had to talk myself via text message out of saying no to something this past Sunday because I was not feeling awesome. I felt like poop on a stick on a hot summer day outside Indiana near the dunes. It was awful. And I was feeling so bad. And I had to say no to a commitment that I made. And it was hard for me to say no to that commitment.
Right.
And I literally had to be okay with being okay that I said no.
Yeah. And I think that's a normal thing that we all face, just being okay with saying no, because as natural women, we are givers and we nurture, we want to be there for people. So we feel like a failure when we say no. But at the same time, we have to be okay with that. Because I dealt with the guilt too. Like, times I'd be dragging, dead tired, but still trying to get somewhere because it's an obligation.
Because you've already told them yes.
Because I already told them yes. Or because they came to my stuff, so I want support.
Yep. I feel you.
And I wanted people to support me. If I didn't go with people not supporting me, we have to get out that mindset. So I feel like you're just tired, like getting out of school or something like that. and still jacking. I can't do that anymore.
I mean, I've learned, this is like very recent, that I cannot support other people when I am tired. Like when I am exhausted.
You're not really giving your best self. Yeah.
You're not. And even like when my cousin got married it's been almost a month now, right? It has been almost a month.
Oh, happy anniversary in like 3 days.
7.
Next Tuesday.
The 18th.
Yes, the 18th. And I look back at those pictures and everybody's like, oh my gosh, you guys look amazing. You look amazing.
Y'all look bad. Y'all look
I appreciate it, Chanel.
For real.
But I look back at that picture and I'm just like,
You were tired.
I was
Her eyes were all the way open.
Exhausted. Like I was spent. And it wasn't just because of the wedding. It was because of so many things going on in my life and the busyness. And it's like right before Freedom Girls, I would have a call for DePaul, and then I would be trying to help Ava out with her homework and feeding the kids and do it. Slow down and stop. Because all of this busyness and fast and like, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm being so productive. Oh my gosh, I'm doing all this. I literally wore myself to the ground that I literally wanted to check myself into the hospital. But because my cousin was getting married the next day, I was like, I can't check myself into the hospital because I'm her matron of honor.
Right.
So I got to make sure I'm there. But I look back on that day and I'm just like, I was a hot mess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hot mess.
And see, in our pictures,
And now I'm just like,
I would have never known because that's how we do it. Like
because we mask it.
We mask it, and
It's
we
called
look so
eyeliner.
well. We look so well. I would have never thought because
Eyeshadow.
our pictures were gorgeous. She looked like she was having a wonderful time. And that's what we do.
And I did have a fun time.
Right.
But I look back at myself and I'm like, I was just not myself at all. I was not myself. Mentally, I was washed.
One thing that I can see from here, so I got my new prescription. I can see far away from now. Ashley said was
You can see the comments.
I
Wow.
I need to get my prescription.
So I don't even need this anymore.
You do though, because sometimes I'm gonna work.
I'm like, I can't see.
But Ashley says another thing to add to what to do is ask for help.
Yes.
And that's so true. My husband and I, we go to see a therapist occasionally because it's just good for our marriage. And one thing that we talked about last night, for me, as growing up, how I grew up, and then going through a divorce, I did not know how to allow myself to need anyone.
Yes, same here.
I don't need the people, okay? Like, I don't need you to do anything for me. Where's his hand? What is his hand doing right now? Like, why does he keep doing that? I'm getting my real hood. But I had an issue with needing. And I'm teaching myself to learn how to allow myself to need people and to ask for help. Even my own husband, for things around the house. And for the first time in our 4 years, I made a honey to-do list.
Oh.
And I never have done that because he's off of work 14 days a month. He has 14, not consecutive days, but
firefighter
at work,
okay.
at the oil refinery in Vermont. And so I put the list up there, and I was so scared to because he was sleeping, and I was so scared to put it on the refrigerator. I'm like, Minnie, it's okay to need him to do these things. I had to literally say it out loud. It's okay that you need him. Put it on the refrigerator, turn the light out, put my coat on, and he texted me when he woke up, and he was like, I saw your list, and I'll take care of it. And I was just like, what?
All that anxiety for nothing.
Right. And if we need to paint, I'll paint. If we needed, something taken down or a curtain fixed, I'll do it. If I need to build furniture, I'll do it. I just never asked him.
It's so funny you say that because I was the same way. I'm a work in progress. It's so funny. My coworkers would say things. It's okay to get help. She called me short person syndrome. We ready to stop her. But she gets on me all the time because I'm one I just need to do it on my own. And I don't know if it's because I have been on my own for so much longer, but, and also I spoke to God about it because it was like a root of rejection and abandonment. Because I have had asked for help before or gone back, I've been there for other people. And when I needed help, I wasn't there. So I had to go on a road that I'll just do it myself. Be struggling, needing things, needing people to do things, and I would refuse to ask. because I had this complex like I don't need nobody. So the Superwoman, we kind of get in that zone like I don't need you, I don't need help, when we do need people. And I had to realize this last year that I needed people and I needed help. And the right people will help you, will be the right people there. And if you couldn't help me, not to hold that against you was okay. But I was the do this. And I even see it sometimes in small things. Even just carrying bags upstairs. Someone open the door. No, I got it. I'm good. And God has to check me like, no, okay, you can open. Or because number one, they don't want anything from me. Because I used to think people will, will throw in your face like they want something from you. And it's okay. And I just want us to think about that. Just like I said, myself, it's a process because I'm still getting along that I'm independent. I can do it alone. I don't need you. But as my coworker was saying, she was like, when God sends you a man, he's going to want to feel needed. And you can't be out here doing this. Because I remember like some books about to fall. She was like, girl, I got it. She was like, girl, if you don't get your life, you need help. It is okay. And, and that's what it started. I started to realize, oh, this is the issue. God, help me reveal this thing and ask for help and be okay.
Yeah.
So final thoughts.
All these okays.
You've given us so much insight tonight.
Aww.
First of all, with the bleeding, like as far as like you just bleeding on that concept of just knowing that we bleed on other people, what's going on internally, even though we don't necessarily think or try.
Leaving stains all over the place.
Girl, that's good. Leaving stains all over the place. That's a good title for a book or a sermon. Whoa, series, leaving stains all. Anyway, so the busyness, the need for rest, the need for asking for help, delegating. What else do we say? There's been so many things.
Right. This is actually really good because I'm learning so much too, just even as a single woman and looking at you guys as wives and mothers. Like, oh, okay. How to be able to balance that, something I do desire, in the future. So learning now and then seeing you all. So thank you all for having me here. I'm like, oh, the husband.
Appreciate you coming.
Delegation, okay.
I would say one of the other things is, and this is, I guess, is my only thing that I would add is not necessarily caring what people think.
Absolutely.
Which is a very
so hard for
difficult
chicks.
thing. Is it for chicks or just me?
For chicks.
Okay, good.
Girls.
So I was like, I'm not alone.
No, not at all.
Because even like tonight, I was like, oh gosh, I need to go change my clothes because this is the show. And they were like, why you look comfortable? And I was like, oh, you know what? Let me not put the extra stress into my life of like trying to figure out what I'm going to wear. This is who I am today, and this is who I am bringing to the world today.
And she looks cute.
She's so cute. She's so cute.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'm loving the head wrap, girl.
Right. Look, if Renova, if y'all watching, I'm wearing a head wrap. I'm not, probably.
She's not this weekend.
It's in our handbook. We can't wear that. Anyway. So, any other final thoughts? But I just want to put that out there. Just really, and like I said, I'm still growing in that area. I'm still growing, and honestly, like probably the majority of these areas.
Right. Same here. And I don't want anyone to think being a superwoman is not a bad thing. But I think the best.
I still think that we're all superwomen.
We're all superwomen.
We are
all superwomen in our context.
Yep.
But don't let it get to a point that you stop investing in you.
Because then
that's it.
And then you're no longer a superwoman.
Because then you're no longer a superwoman.
I think that was the final thought. Literally. That was hot. That was hot.
This is amazing. Thank
you so much, Chanell.
My superwomen out there.
Thank you so much.
Did anybody else have any questions? Because I forgot to ask. If you have any questions for us or for Chanell, let us know.
Yes, you guys have any questions for me?
I'm proud of you, Sarah.
Oh.
No, you said, are you struggling with accepting help?
She said, I'm struggling with accepting help. I hate the idea of burdening people.
Yeah.
Thank you for speaking to that.
Oh, you're welcome. Boo, 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 boo.
Ask for help. I've learned, especially with children, I have to because I have to keep my sanity.
Yeah.
Seriously. I love them more than life itself. Mm-hmm. But I need those me days, times to myself. Just to, even like when Kim came to surprise me, my sister literally asked me that night, she's like, what took you so long to get in the house? It took you like 5 minutes. I said, honestly, I was just sitting in my car breathing.
That's what
That's it.
That's what I do
Self-care.
before I go, after I get groceries and my kids are home.
I just sit there.
I sit in the car for like 15 minutes.
I was just sitting there.
Self-care.
I was just sitting there because
I
I just
just got
needed
a
that moment.
Yeah.
Groupon from Groupon. I'm going to the spa next week.
Yes.
I can't wait. This is
Share-
my first time.
Share your spa. Share your spa
I'm so
experience.
excited. I've never been, but
Exciting.
I just need the rest, and just as a social
Yeah.
worker, school social worker, I see so much and need to depress. So I'm excited. Self-care. Superwoman has self-care.
Self-care and invest in yourself.
Yes.
Continue to wear that cape, and when you're tired, take that cape off.
Yes.
Chuck the cape and take a nap.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Your
ma'am.
last question.
So, no, I think we're good. We're good to go. So, I would just say thank you all so very much
Thank you
for
so
tuning
much for
in.
tuning in. We
In 2
appreciate
weeks,
you.
can we tell them what's going on?
We can.
Okay, so in 2 weeks, we're going to have Dominique Jordan Turner. She's also going to be speaking to the Superwoman. But
Yes.
the day before,
Woo! The day before, Leslie, Nicole, and NJ, your co-hosts, will be back on the radio with Art Smith.
Art Chat Daddy Sims.
Art. Who is Smith?
Me.
That's her. Sleepy, okay? Be sure, we will make sure that you guys have all the information and a link. We'll, of course, go live on Facebook. But we cannot wait to get back on that topic of let's talk about sex, baby. I don't even know what it's
See,
called.
she don't even know the word.
I'm so sleepy.
I'm like, what song is
Let's
that?
talk about you and me.
What song is
Let's talk
that?
about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about sex.
So yeah, we'll be talking about sex and marriages again on WVON Chicago.
Yes, with Chat
Check
Daddy.
them out.
It's
I
gonna
can
be
check them
great.
out.
We
I can.
cannot wait. We're so excited. So
I don't know.
make sure you tune in. Also, make sure that you guys do not forget us on YouTube. Go over and subscribe to our page, like our Instagram, invite your friends to our Facebook page. Especially those superwomen out there who need to hear this message tonight.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you have at least 5 friends that you can share this video with. We definitely appreciate
Be
it.
sure to like our Facebook page so that way
that.
you know when we're live all the time.
All the time.
And for other goodies that will be coming up this year, because MJ and I just had our planning meeting last week or the week before. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's all a blur at this point. But we have some great goodies for you this spring that are coming.
We're really excited.
It's about to be on and popping.
It's going to be so great. So, yes, thank you guys again. Thank you to Chanel.
Thank
for
you so
coming
much,
tonight.
Chanel.
Thank you for having me.
You're
This is
very
amazing.
welcome. And just remember that we are
2 women,
2 wives,
2 something.
moms, tad mamas,
I'm not a superwoman today. No, Lord.
with
I need help.
with one mission.
Yes, and that is to live a free and unveiled life.
We thank you guys so much.
That
Have
was
a
so
wonderful
funny.
night. She was like, we are too sleepy. Okay.
Come on.
We love you.